So on this, I have to cut it out in this shape. So I just put that on top where I'm going to cut. And again, not moving the scissors, just moving the paper. Now her little back feet don't really look like that so much. She almost has like pants. Actually, that's what my friend called her before we adopted her, and I changed her name to Ella Fitzgerald, for those of you who would like to know her full name. She called her pants. I was like, I can't call a cat pants. Like, that's not a cat name. She'd never had a cat before. But it made me laugh because I was like, that is probably the most original, crazy name I've ever heard of for cat. Pants. So often she would comment on posts that I'd share of Ella and pictures, and I'd be like, look at my sweet little Ellie belly. She'd be like, pants, it's pants. It's like, oh boy. Tammy, if you're listening, you make me laugh, girl. And thank you for bringing Ella into my life. I love her. All right. Okay, I think Ella is about done, or as far as I'm going to go with her. She does have other little things, but I don't. This is just sort of based on Ella, and I want it to kind of look like her, but obviously since it's pink, a pink cat, it's not going to look like her. My daughter's going to be like, okay. Anyway, I want to move on to the flowers because the flowers are going to take some time. Let's see. We need a yellow. And what do I have in the world of yellow? Okay, I have that. It's very bright and lovely. I also have that one. It's painted on blue. I have, oh, these are fun. These are like little, I don't know, can you see that? It's like the print from Friends. I don't think I'm going to use that right now in this. This is cool because it's pink and yellow. What else? Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not sure what the pink is, but that's on the back. It's like, okay. This is I think what I will make them out of. And then I need a middle for my flowers. I think I'm going to use this. So I'm going to have little orange and yellow flowers. Oh, make sure you close up your glue if you aren't using it, because it does get a crust on it, and then you got to rub that off on paper, and it's kind of a mess. All right, I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to put these over there. Okay. All right. All right, coffee's done. So we're getting somewhere. Oh, let me glue her eyeballs before I misplace some glue stuff. Oh, for heaven's sakes. For heaven's chickens. Oh, I was going to outline those, wasn't I? I sure was. Okay, so we're going to put her eyes and her face right there. I'll just kind of move that over. All right, moving on. So I want to make some cone flowers. And actually, there's a perfect, really lovely color that I had for those, like for the petals. This one I'm just folding over like accordion style, because these, it doesn't matter. Well, I'll show you. So I'm going to just cut these little petals like this, like so. These are a little long, but that's all right. Now I have a whole bunch of them, and I can alter them as I see fit. I'm really trying to make this video kind of shorter than you know, 2 hours. So I'm working as fast as I can. I feel like I got off kilter a little bit. So I am trying to catch up so that way y'all aren't like, okay, what in the world? Why are these videos so long? Some videos just take a while. I mean, and you're sitting here in real time watching this. This isn't something that I'm speeding up necessarily. Well, maybe I should. All right. Okay. So then I'm going to just do a little overlap of these little petals. And coneflowers have like 4 or 5 distinct petals, I think. I used to garden. I miss gardening. Can you tell? Like, it's just not, I miss having a garden. I was doing all the things with the garden. Someday we will move and I will have a new garden, and that will be awesome, and I'm very excited about that. Okay. I will say about the only thing I don't like about the Crit glue is that it does get lumpy on occasion, and that just kind of makes me crazy because I'm like, really, man? Why you gotta be so lumpy? So I'm just sticking these together the best I can, like at the tip, because the little center part sits over that. Oops. Like this. Like this, like so. Okay. All right. This one is a little out there. So is that one. Okay. I got a coneflower. Ta-da! Okay, that's one flower. A gazillion more to go. All right, I'm gonna do, I think, 3 coneflowers, then I'm gonna do a bunch of daisies, and then we'll be all done. Anybody have any plans for the weekend? Doing something fun? Anything? No? Just hanging? Okay, that's cool. Oh, I need smaller petals. I think I have a different plan for those. I think. I will say, if you like these videos, could you please give me a like down at the bottom and maybe hit the subscribe button, because that would really, really, really help me grow my channel, which is my goal. And also, if you just want to leave like a little quick comment, it doesn't take much time. You could leave me an emoji of how you feel about this video. Like, you could leave me a sun, meaning that you love it, or you could leave me a bomb, meaning that you hate it, or a poo, whatever, or floats your boat. I really am I'm desperate. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I'm trying to bring some creativity and beauty to the world. Like, I feel like that is my life's purpose, is to bring some just joy to people. And I want to do that, and I feel like this is the best way I can get to lots of people in a quick amount of time, and share what I know. Like, I know, believe it or not, and if you've been watching my videos, don't base it on these videos, but I do love to do art, and I feel like I know what I'm doing quite a bit, and just, you know, just trying to create some magic somewhere for somebody. So if this cheers you up in any way, I would really love it if you just leave me a little bit of support, because that will help me grow my channel, like I said, and that is my goal. in this part of my life. I would very much like to do that. Have a channel and bring joy and beauty out and creativity and be a creative reprieve for people. Because right now, God knows we need it. Because the states are messed up, man. Like, whew, it is messed up every day. And it's hard to keep up. And sometimes it's okay to unplug and be like, you know what? I really need a break for my mental health. So I get that by doing videos, making videos for y'all. And the rest of you can have that by watching and liking and commenting and all of that for me. Like a little scratch my back, if you will. Ooh, I like the center on that one. That one's fun. Okay, so I've got these, finally. My morphy little cat head. So I think I'm gonna just loosely place these. Well, it looks like it's coming out of her butt. That's not what I want. Okay, so we have those. And I'm going to make some quick little daisies, kind of in the same way. I do have punches in a box. And I know I have flower punches, and that would be perfect right now, but I can't go dig them out. So that's not what I'm going to do. Ooh, you know what? I do need to pause, though, because my battery is about to die. So hold tight, folks. All right, and we're back. Okay, give me some waters. I'm going to share with you guys my unpopular opinion about Stanley. So I got this one for Christmas. Santa brought it. I think it was on sale from what I heard for like 20 bucks, which was an excellent deal, obviously, since they are $50 water bottles. But in my humble opinion, Stanleys are a waste of money and so not worth it. Not worth the hype, not worth the money, not worth the fights at Target or whatever for their colors you want. And like, just what? Why? It's so dumb. Like, and now little kids have them. Like, I know a little girl, she's got 3 or 4 of them. And I'm like, why? Like, that $200 worth of cups, really? But this thing does not hold cold ice for crap. Like, it is just such a waste of space. I like it because it's purple, and that's my favorite color, but that's pretty much where my joy ends with them. Like, they are not my thing. I use it because, you know, like I said, got it for Christmas, and I like the color, but I have a Buc-ee's mug, or a Buc-ee's water bottle, that holds ice for days, and I paid about the same amount for it, I think. I have ones from Walmart for the same, that are the Built ones or whatever. I think that's the brand, Built. I have this one from Berkeley Jensen from BJ's, and this thing has taken a beating because, like, all the dents and stuff you can see all over it. And both of those, both the Buc-ee's and the Berkeley Jensen ones, hold ice for days, This thing I have to fill up like 4 or 5, sometimes 6 times a day because I like my water cold, and it just doesn't hold ice. And it's like, really? What is the purpose of this thing? Like, it's just so dumb. So anyway, go to Walmart or go to Costco and get like the Costco brand of cups. They work just as well, and you'll be happier, and it'll save a little bit of money in your wallet. You are welcome. So that is my unpopular opinion. Do not eat me alive in the comments. Be polite. Okay. I wish I had my punches available because I would prefer like a cute cutout for my or my blossom center. But that's okay. So yeah, you can use punches, you can use scissors, you can use your kid's art. I have one piece I think that I use Natty's art in, or I used some of it, and she was like, "Is that mine?" I was like, "You haven't touched it." Don't you love kids? I'm like, "That's mine," and they haven't touched it in months, months and months and months. It's not hanging on the wall. It's not some of your better art that I would be saving and hanging on the wall. So I think we're all right. And then I said, yeah, because I used it in a collage. And she's like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, all right, all right. It's cool when you put your kids' art in your art. All right, so these little daisies are going to go all the way around. So I put the glue on the center. And let's see, 3, 6, I've got 7 petals on these. And we'll have to put that somewhere over there. That yellow is a little light on these greens. But that's all right. I promise we're getting towards the end. We're so close, folks. We're so close, I promise. All right. And you can do whatever colors make your little giddy heart happy. Do whatever you like. I do recommend, though, using, a more solid backing, like the watercolor paper or cardboard, so that way you can hang it on the wall. It's funny, I wanted to buy some art when we moved into this house, and we were at Lowe's, and I saw just some cheapy little wall art that I liked. Well, let's be honest, it's not cheap. And my husband had a fit, and he was like, absolutely not, we're not putting that on our wall. And I was like, why? And I said, it's beautiful. He's like, it's lovely, but it's not your art. It's like, ugh, you're one of those. Okay. So I did make some art. I have lots of art hanging on our walls, even now while we're trying to sell the house. Because when we moved into this house, I wound up getting an iPad and started in digital art. And I do have some really cool digital art. And if you're at all curious about the other art that I have created in my life, recently, I have pieces on my website that you can check out. And my website is always listed below. And I think I need to make an Instagram post for, let's make this a little bit smaller, or an Instagram page for my creative reprieve. Because I don't have that linked yet. I just have been putting it on my personal page. And I was like, you know what? I think Creative Reprieve deserves its own Instagram page. Because that's the good thing to do, right? La, 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 la. We're making flowers out of shooting star. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. I think I might make this one a little bit fuller. Actually, I'm going to make this one a little bit fuller too, because I don't care for the itty bittiness of it. You know what I mean? It needs more petals. I'm going to try to do that without removing any of the current petals. Okay, more petals. Since these are going to be in the back, I'm going to make them a little bit thicker. Just a teensy bit. Ah, I broke my petal. It's no good. I need like 2 more petals, but those are not long enough because I've got some plain edges on them, and I just need a couple more. So I'm just gonna make these work here. There we go. All right. And peel that off. That's nice. I guess I'm working backwards just because, you know, the glue and stuff and being a little problematic. And just one more. Okay. There, that looks better. That's better. Okay. Let's do the same thing with this guy. Whoops. Yeah, the idea is to add petals, not take them away. So you've got to be careful when you glue layers of tissue paper, because sometimes it will absolutely pull up everything else underneath it. So I do usually like to just dip it, kind of like the edge, but because this is tissue paper, it rips really easily, and I can't just wipe it on the edge of the glue stick, which is what I would like to do. Okay, I think we have room. Let's see. Put this one over here. And then I might make just a little purple one, or a little pink and purple one for that corner up there. Only because like this yellow is really hard to see on that green, because that yellow is so pale. So light, so airy. All right, so accordion fold again, and make sure when you glue that you are gluing the fronts and not the backs. And it's always better to cut a little bit extra than to not have enough. And if you don't have enough of something, like when we make paper, I will explain this more, but you have to have a lot of the similar colors to work in, because it's very frustrating. Say like I was working on this and I didn't have enough for like her feet or something. It's so frustrating. So you got to make enough for what you're doing, and especially if you're going to make pieces that are that you're selling, or if you're giving them away or whatever. So this is usually how I work. I usually just smear it off, but this glue is really kind of heavy duty, so it makes the paper rip very easily. Anyway, so yeah, you need to have enough paper to make multiples of things. That one didn't get cut. Okay. It's kind of like when you go to paint your house, and I always say, like, make sure to get a little extra paint, because, you know, when you mix it, that way it mixes it the same. That way you have the same color to work with. It's kind of in a similar vein of thought. I don't know, should I thicken those? I feel like I should, since I thickened all the other ones. All right, I only have 3. That's helpful. Ah. Got a song stuck in my head. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we still need a couple more. Just a couple more. Oh, I've got blobs of glue on this. Ah. Maddening. Maddening, I say. Just maddening. Actually, you know what? I kind of like it wonky. Okay, one more flower. Let's see. What do I have in purple? Ooh. That's not as purple as I would like. Let's see what else I have in purple. This is nice. It's a little heavier than I would have liked, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a little bit more girth to your paper. Set that in my pile of things to clean up later. Okay, and we're accordioning. That's a word. Accordioning. And we're cutting. Oh, that is very thick. Okay, and I want a different center. So you know what? As much as I have been yapping about this, I'm going to make this the center. I think. Actually, it's not different enough. All right. Actually, I don't like that color for the purple. Oh, so many choices. So frustrating. What else do I have? That's fun. Okay. We will use this kind of peachy, pinky, yellowy, whatever-y color. You know, it kind of matches my shirt. Okay. All right, last flower, and then I can glue everything down, and we'll put in the little extra bits. What do you call it? The details. The details are my favorite because they're just fun. Oops. Now this is a very thick paper, so I am not being shy with my glue usage at all because they have to stick together. And I'm trying to go a little bit more together. Oh, I gotta cut a few more. Okay. Got my nails done yesterday, so that way I'd be fun and springy and be in a pain in the butt to pick up stuff. Okay, almost there. Oops. Wow, that first petal looks really funky. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine, fine, fine. Probably two, I'm going to say 3 more petals, just in case I need an extra. All right. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't taper my petals. They're just kind of cut off in a clump. But you know what? That's okay, because Mother Nature is not perfect. We don't have to be either. Yeah, art is not for the perfectionist. At least, not in my book. Okay, so now we have Cat in Meadow. Cat in Meadow, that is what I'm calling it. All right, so I'm going to move the cat body, and I'm going to, probably not on my glue pad. All right, move it over there. Move it there. Move that over there. Okay. glue some flowers down. And yes, I know they don't have stems. Just go with it. We'll get there. And I really go pretty heavy with the glue as much as possible when I'm gluing down final pieces. And with the tissue paper flowers, you got to be a little delicate with it. Oops, I realize I'm not completely on screen, sorry. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I put my glue up quite a bit. It's about maybe 1/4 of an inch. And I just go very slow and very carefully from the center out. And then usually I can pick it up with my glue stick, but because this glue is much thicker than my Elmer's, it's kind of stuck to the paper. That's not good. Where's my spatula? Come on, don't ruin my flowers. Okay, so my flower got a little mangled. That's not usually what happens. But you know what? It's okay. It adds interest and texture, and that looks like a 5-year-old glued it. But that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Just very carefully. Yeah, see, it needs to keep moving. So as long as your flower is still moving, you're all right. And you can glue that petal back. It's okay. And then we glue that petal. Okay. So this is sort of the love-hate thing about the tissue paper, is it can be a massive pain in the butt to work with, which is why a lot of people don't use tissue paper. Okay, I'm hating this, by the way. Look, it's just all kinds of crinkled and terrible. You're gonna be like, what the heck is that? All right, that's a little bit better. All right. The cone flowers are actual paper, not tissue. Be a little bit more heavy-handed with that. And usually you can spread them out pretty well as you glue. You know, you can spread your stuff out. With the tissue paper, you cannot spread as well or as heavy-handed, so you have to be really delicate with the tissue paper. It's why most people don't use tissue paper in their work. I really like the look of tissue paper. I like the transparency of it. I like the textures that I get when I paint on it because it's such a light paper that you can do so much with it. I don't know. It's just kind of my jam. If you're interested in watching Eric Carle paint tissue paper, there is an episode of Mr. Rogers where Mr. Rogers goes to see Eric Carle. I will see if I can find that and link it in the description below, because that was fun. I enjoyed watching it. All right. Sorry, is my camera shaking? Ugh. Do you have in focus? It doesn't look like it. Focus, kind of, sort of. Okay. Okay, this one could be the problematic one. So we're just going to go real easy and delicate. I realize I have an upside down flower petal, but that's okay. Okay. All right, so now that that is glued, now it's time to glue my tissue paper kitty cat. Uh-oh. Oh, I put this in the wrong spot. Oh, shoot. If you work quickly, you can often move stuff around. Look at that way. There we go. And I don't mind that she is covering some of the flowers. Like, I'm okay with that. I just didn't want her to cover that one. Okay. Body first. I need another piece of just, there we go. Okay. So she is half problematic because she has real legs, thankfully, but her tail and her little body are all tissue paper. Whew. We're doing all right. We're good. We're getting there. I will often, I actually forgot, but I will often mark if I have something that has to fit in a certain space. I will often whip out the pencil and mark it so that way I don't go over a certain spot or I don't glue it in the wrong spot, especially if I'm working within a lot of multiple pieces, kind of like this. Like I do wish that I kind of marked my flowers a little bit and like her body before I laid it down, but we are going with it because I'm not that picky with this. This isn't that kind of art. Okay, and then I'm going to glue her cute little head. We're going to finish her face, add a few details, and bam! Boops your uncle. We'll be all done. And yes, I said boops, not bops. Or Bob. I guess it's Bob's your uncle. I don't have an Uncle Bob. I'm okay with that. My husband makes fun of me because he's like, what is Boops? Who is Boops? Who's Uncle Boops? I'm like, people could have an Uncle Boops. You never know. Nicknames and all. I like to make up my own words, so sue me. Don't sue me. I don't have the money. Okay. There's that. All right. Now, I need, let's see, my washi tape and a black Posca pen. And I need a pink Posca pen. Where's the pink one? She has a cute little pink nose. Let's see. Where are little eyeballs go? Oh, here we go. Her little eyes. I need to outline them because that's what her eyes look like. And I don't want to do that once they're glued down. All right, that's one Ella Bella eye. You have nicknames for your cats or your dog? Just me? I have nicknames for all of our cats. I call Ella, Ellie Belly, Ella Bella, Elzabels. What else? I call her all kinds of things. A little spicy one. Cobain has Kobe Cat. Chonk. Poor guy. Poor cat. He's a chonk. All right, we're going to set that over there to dry while we do some of the detail stuffs. I'm going to wait to put her nose on until I have her eyes in place because that will be specific. Okay. Washi tape is a really, really fun, great, cheap and cheerful way of adding to your collage. And I have some that I got for Christmas from my mom. And I thought that would be fun to add. Because it's just cute and it's fun and I like it. And this is my piece, so there we go. Let's see what else. I do have these really cute cat. Those aren't from my mom. And then this one has whiskers. It came together, and I think I have one that has like little paw prints on it. It's super cute. This is nice. I love a dot. I absolutely love polka dots. They're so fun. Actually, okay. And maybe some, oh, there's some lavenders in here. Lavender's cute. Let's add some lavender. Oh, is just how I do it. You can do it whichever way you like. You don't have to use washi tape if you don't have any, or if you don't want to. It's your art. Make it you. Make it your own. Okay, I also need to find a green something or other for stems. No, I'm not crazy about that. Okay. Let's not do that one. That's okay. I suppose you might want to do stems beforehand. You absolutely can. I probably should have before I glued everything down, but that's just not the way I work. I typically work like this and just make stuff appear. Let's see. Go that way. So yeah, I've got some paint pen on my actual flowers. I'm okay with that. It's not the end all be all, like it's not ruining my page. It's okay. You can also use pencils. You can use colored pencils for that. You don't have to put stems in. This is just my own thing. Like I want to put some pens in, so want to put some stems, not pens, stems. Okay, let's whip out the eyes. I think we are done. Oops. Yeah. Okay, they're not smeary, so that's good. And this is just how I like to do them with little tiny pieces. I almost always make sure to get or to use tweezers. It just makes life so much easier. All right. Now she's got eyes. Now I can put in her little nose. Oops. There's glue everywhere. Oh, and she needs little toes. And her little toes. And she's got a little pink nose. I've got some schmutz. Some kind of something schmutz on my paint pen. Now this I might have to actually put a second layer on. Isn't she cute? I'm gonna let that dry real quick before I put in her little music note nose. But I am going to put in a couple little, I really like little dots. I feel like the dots really can make or break a piece. Like it's just a nice little, I put them in everything. I don't know, for me it just makes it look a little bit more finished. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then I put one way out typically. And I don't know. I learned it in a scrapbooking class, and it's something that I've never not done since, if that makes sense. I just really am gonna change the color of that. Oh, jeez. Did you see that, people? I literally put my finger in her face, her drying face. So I'm thankful that that had suddenly, as if from nowhere, Boy. There we go. There's that. And I'm not a huge whisker person. I like my cats without them, but I do like to put the little whisker dots, I guess. And their little teeth. Oops, now I need to go over that. All right. All right. And a little music note on her nose. Just like that. And there you have it, folks. That is the art that we are doing today. Cute, right? Like, bet you didn't know that you needed a little cat springtime collage. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I had so much fun. I'm going to end it here because this has been another half hour and I'm going to try and smoosh it all together somehow. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I wish you a happy, happy spring. Have a great weekend, everybody, and until next time, see what you can create that's beautiful and wonderful and put it out in the world. We'll see you next week. Bye!